Hi guys, it's Jules Christine here, and I have an awesome guest for you today. This is Lindsay. She is my cousin. She's an amazing person, both inside and out, an awesome athlete, and she's also a type 1 diabetic. So she's going to be joining us for the Banana Island Junana Juice and Banana Challenge that we are doing. We're going to just talk to her and get her perspective and her insight. So Lindsay, how long have you been living with type 1 diabetes?
For about 6 years now. So I was actually diagnosed when I was 19, which was surprising because, as most of you guys know, type 1 is, used to be adolescent, and now we're seeing more and more.
What signs did you notice? What were some of the symptoms that you had to eventually lead you to get, medical attention and then, figure out that you were type 1 diabetic?
Well, I was playing volleyball in college, and we had just ended season, so we had 2 weeks off before we were going to start practicing again, during the off season. And within a week, I had lost about 15, maybe 20 pounds. I knew something was wrong. I thought I actually had a bladder infection because I was using the restroom all the time. I couldn't get enough water. I slept all the time. I just didn't feel right.
As an athlete, how was that as far as your performance, your mindset on athleticism and competitively? How did that affect you before and then after you were diagnosed?
Thinking back to when I was in high school and I was playing, 4 different sports, I remembered I did get hypoglycemia quite a bit, and my mom would be like, "Here, eat this," or, "Grab this sugar," and so looking back, it makes sense now, and my body had just been overcompensating for so long, and my body was just done at 19. It was just done. It was ready for a change. But now I actually, once I got a handle on it, after the diagnosis, I was able to change a lot of things. Now I'm more aware of my body, and I'm more aware of when I'm going low, if I'm high maybe, which doesn't happen too often, thank God. But I just have a better handle on it, and I know my body more now because of it.
Can you tell us what were some of the signs?
I go into a fog. I remember in college I was taking a test, and my teacher said, this is a 2-dimensional problem, Lindsay. You just did this 3-dimensional problem. And I couldn't tell him how to do the 2-dimensional, but I had already done a 3. So I just go into a fog. I get really sweaty. I don't feel good. I get a little grumpy sometimes. So that's usually when my friends can tell that I'm low. And I'm uncomfortable. I don't feel good. And I can tell because I feel it dropping.
Tell us, coming into this Junana challenge, what exactly are you hoping to get out of this? Go ahead and answer that.
Okay. I love my cousin and I love her challenges, and so it's just a fun way for me to challenge myself and see what my body can really do. And I love that even being diabetic, I can still do things like this, and I feel comfortable and I feel fine because, like I said, I have a great support system.
Yeah.
So it's a good challenge for me, and it's fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, with diabetes, so many people are like, I can't eat that many bananas. Does this make you a little nervous at all? And if not, why? Or if it does, why?
So I did a test run yesterday. I did just bananas and green juice. And I had 6 bananas in the morning because we went on a little hike. And I retested for lunch, and my blood sugar was 120 after 6 bananas. Actually, I might have had 8 bananas because while we were hiking, I ate a few. So even after all of that, and I didn't even do insulin.
So is that awesome or what? Oh my gosh. It is so possible to have a lot of fruit as a diabetic, but the key is low fat. To make sure that the sugar that you're ingesting is plant-based sugar. It's coming from fruit. It's not coming from Skittles and Starburst. So tell us, Lindsay, what are some of the plant-based foods that you use to bring that sugar back up if it is low? That glucose.
Fruit. Any fruit. I love.
But what type?
I always have something on me because there's no telling when I'll go low, just because of my workouts and my lifestyle. So I eat a lot of bananas even before starting this Junana challenge. But I really love berries.
Yeah.
I love berries. I love blueberries. I love raspberries. I always have something with me, and I always have fruit. So,
yeah.
And that's what I go to when I need to bring my blood sugar up.
Yep. Awesome. One of my other great friends, he uses dates. You can use cuties. Lindsay brought cuties on our hike yesterday, and those oranges, you can use orange juice. But supplement or go to fruit as the source. And so we're going to walk through this week of Lindsay, type 1 diabetic, and my dad, type 2 diabetic, and see how this Junana challenge actually affects them. And is it possible for diabetics to live on a high fruit diet? And so stay tuned for that. We're excited to have Lindsay along, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
She's the bomb. And we're going to go get some banana and ice cream.
Yay.
Bye for now.